I just, from his perspective, maybe he'll tell you a little bit of what this whole trip was like, and what it's like. Anton also has put together a brand new website for me, and he's looking at his dad real professionally now. And he's got a good eye, good mind for things. So, and if you have any questions for Anton, I'd love for you to ask him a couple of questions. So Anton, just say hello.
Well, most people are going to assume because Gino's son, it's like he's just dad. He's just dad for me. It's not thing. But as I've gotten older, I've started to see the other side, because you grow up and you mature, those kind of things, and see the hardships and things that he's gone through, those things like that. And I mean, when you're younger, it's kind of like not cool for be good with your parents or anything like that. You're trying to like separate yourself, but I mean, there's no one else that you can really have as a role model. It's the best role model, really, because no matter whatever situation comes up, anything, like even this cruise or anything like that, there's no quit, none, no quitting. And if that's something that I can take from my life,
does anybody have any question for Anton, now that he's actually part of this whole business family of taking care of images and all that? Anybody have a question?
Thank you. I just want to say that the website, the research goes to the cruise.
What's the question? Repeat the question.
He said that the website, through a search, brought you to the cruise?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's great.
Any other questions for Anton?
What kind of music do I like? When I was younger, I liked, when I rap and all that kind of stuff, and he couldn't stand it. He could not stand it whatsoever. He got me
A couple of tunes Tupac wrote that were pretty good.
When you come into my room and be like, I could just tell.
Well, one day I came into Anton's room, and I tried to give him a lesson. I didn't want to moralize, because if you tell a kid that this guy, what they're saying is profanity and all that, if you say that, they're going to love it more, of course, So I tried to give him a lesson on, how much the artist is really making, how many middlemen there are, and how much the record company's making, and look at these lyrics, look at the cliches and all this, because Anton wrote some poetry as a kid and all that. So I got him to look at it from a perspective of back up and look at it a little more critically, and that's when he started to change a little bit. Am I correct?
Yeah, definitely. As far as his music, which I believe was the original question, I can appreciate it completely. And the older I get, the more I can appreciate it, really. The voice, but then also, the range. He can do classical, he can do jazz, he can write rock songs, and he writes poetry. There's really nothing he can't do as far as that genre. That's amazing, because I follow, I like my rock, I like all the, these guys, and that's all they do. They do rock.
Just try dialing his cell.
They do rock, and that's all they do, but there's a lot more than just, one genre, like pop or classical or something like that. So,
Anton comes to me and said, not enough young people on this cruise.
Sorry.
It's a lady killer.
Do what I can.
My son Anton.